Look, if you're trying to decide which camera to use for your next project, or even to gain some confidence that the camera you already have is good enough, then this video is for you. And I'm also very excited to see whether or not my $50,000 Arri Alexa Mini was worth the investment, and also how it stacks up against my FX3 and iPhone. But besides these camera tests, right, let's take a look at the broader picture and what these tests really signifies, and the possible existential question that could be up in the air for filmmakers. Why I say this is because as the barrier of entry for filmmaking decreases year by year through the advancement of software, hardware, and now AI, does the market gravitate towards the lowest bidder now? Because the consideration for quality videos seems to be less of a concern. It opens up the question for filmmakers on whether or not spending so much on gear is worth it. But let's just get to the test. I'll be testing these cameras under 3 scenarios: daylight, night, and studio. And at the end of the video, I'll share with you which one is my favorite camera.
Top, 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 no blurries, no top, 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 top. No flurries, no. No flurries, no.
Alright, so that's it for all the tests. And for me, I think the main takeaway is that the quality difference between all these cameras are soon to be irrelevant in the future. If you know what you're doing with the camera, and if you know what you're doing with the lighting, you can get a very, very good image regardless of what camera you use. So as bigger companies are trying to get into social media, and that's where the film jobs are, I do believe that the quality of the videos, while still needing it to be good, aren't as a big problem anymore. And so this is actually good news for many of us. We don't have to focus on what cameras we're using because the ones we already have are good enough. So what I feel that's more important is obviously what's in front of the camera. What is the lighting? What is the art direction? What is the acting? So if you're worried about not owning the best camera ever, I can tell you that it really doesn't matter. And so at the end of the day, which is my favorite camera? I've owned an Arri for around 2 or 3 years, and I always have my iPhone around. But I think my favorite camera right now is the FX3, which I'm shooting on. It has image quality that is good enough, obviously not as good as the Arri, but its form factor and versatility and its functions just make sense for a solo creator like me. So much so that I think that majority of my future gigs, I would see whether or not I can use the FX3 instead of the Arri. And while the FX3 is great, it does have a lot of limitations that sometimes frustrate me. But you just have to be able to work around the camera. Alright, so I hope you like the test. Let me know which one is your favorite camera, which image you like the best. And alright, ciao.